Welcome to SveNFL.
What's up, y'all?
It's Jonathan Rollins.
Schif Mizara.
And we're two Americans living in Sweden, falling asleep because of football. The joys of being a football fan in Europe. You get to stay up, you wake up in the middle of the night and watch your team shit the bed. Just shit the bed. Watch your quarterback try its best to throw the ball to the other team and then successfully do it early in the game. It's just a lot. It's a lot. We'll talk about it when it gets there, but we are here to talk about football. Who's happy? No one, huh? You should be happy your team won.
Yeah, I unlike you, did not stay awake. You know, it's funny. What was this, Monday? I worked on Monday at the post office.
Okay.
And when I work at the post office, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. And the first thing I do when I wake up every morning, when I know there's a game on the night before, I whip out my phone. I'm like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, oh shit, this game's still on.
Yeah.
So I drag my computer into the kitchen and I start making breakfast and I, pull it up. And I pulled it up just in time to watch them run like two plays and then kick the game-winning field goal.
Okay, yeah. I've had that.
It was really funny. I mean, honestly, the Falcons are such a weird organization. We do this every year, for the most part.
I know how you feel about it. I know exactly how you feel about it.
You like that? Like that? I do. It's funny because like you always want your team to win, but at the same time, you get to this time of year, and you start looking at it in a more kind of big picture perspective, and you're like, you know what? We do this every year. Like we win just enough games to basically like we split the fan base in a way where it's like where you've got the optimists on one side saying, no, bro, we have all the right pieces. We just need A, B, C, and D. And then you have the other half that's like, burn it all down.
I feel like it's a lot of fan bases that are in abusive relationships, and that's yours and mine. Like we are in this toxic, abusive relationship where right now we're able to talk about it because our team is standing on the porch smoking a cigarette. But when our team gets back in there, they're going to beat our ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Our team's at work right now, so it's peaceful.
There's a lot to be said about this game, big picture for both franchises. One, the Falcons, or the Atlanta media, and especially the Atlanta Journal and Constitution, the newspaper of record in Atlanta, has really come out and gone after the owner, Arthur Blank, and they posted an article this past week that said Arthur Blank is a bad owner, was like the title of the article.
Oh shit.
So they went after him, which is kind of interesting. And the Bucs, being in the situation that they're in, where they start off the season on a heater, and now, they're experiencing this late season collapse. I'm hearing that, the contract extension they were going to offer Baker Mayfield is now on hold. They're starting to reconsider how they're going to move forward.
Is Bruce Arians still in the front office there?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I would argue that the Bucs' real problem is they've had a lot of like kind of injury issues that they've been dealing with in the last like 5 or 6 weeks.
Right.
And they've never really until just now had what was their best running back last year, Bucky Irving. Like he's been out for most of the season, and he's just coming back now.
Yeah.
And then who saw Kyle Pitts going 166 yards with 3 touchdowns?
Bro, I knew you were going to love that.
I was like, what is happening?
I knew you were going to love that when I saw that. Like, finally, man, this draft pick it was just a slow burn,
I mean, this is a great example because like a great example of how the fan base gets split, because prior to this game, I mean, you had everybody, most of the fans basically saying like, okay, the Kyle Pitts experiment is essentially over. We should trade him. Maybe he'll be good on another team. I heard like some really credible rumors that made a lot of sense to me, like Kyle Pitts to the Chiefs, right? Kelsey's on his way out. You know, if anybody could sort of get something out of Kyle Pitts, it would be Andy Reid, maybe. I don't know. That's a different conversation.
They need more dual.
They're in a little more trouble after this Sunday, which we'll get to. But then he goes out and does 166 for 3 touchdowns, and you're like, well, how do you can't get rid of Kyle Pitts now? Like, you just can't.
And then it's not like it's so consistent that you're going to get a big haul in for him anyway. So it's kind of
no. And when you watch go back and watch I watched the highlights of this game. And it's so when he has a game like this where he's like in the spotlight, it becomes so clear how much bigger he is than everybody. Yep. Anybody who tries to cover him, he's like a full foot taller. He's the whole concept behind why you picked him is that he's just a fucking straight up mismatch all over the field was evident in this game. It's just it only happens like once or twice a year though. So I don't know.
Yeah. You worried about the Bucs at all? So you're worried about this whole division, huh? Mike Evans was back.
Mike Evans was back. That was great.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if I'm a Bucs fan, I'd be really worried. Yeah. If it wasn't for the same, I mean, this division's so crazy. Like, everybody hates each other. Nobody wants to help it. Like, the Bucs lose, and they're like, okay, cool. Let's just hopefully the Panthers won't win, and then of course they get stomped by the Saints, who beat the Bucs the week before. Like, again, rock fight in a hallway. This whole division, it's like all 4 teams are just standing in there trying to kill each other.
You know what division isn't getting talked enough about? The NFC motherfucking North. The team. I mean, they didn't all win this weekend, but it's an up and down, like it's a rocket fight in a hallway. They're just all armed and ready to go. The Bears, we thought it might be a fun back and forth game, but they beat the dog snot out of the Browns.
They did. This is another one where I'm still I'm still just not really sure based on the Bears. Like they again, they are the 1-score team this year. This game was not 1 score. I'm aware of that. However, I just don't know. I believe in Ben Johnson. I think it's amazing what he's done with the run game. Yeah. My man, former Bulldog DeAndre Swift, was balling, 2 touchdowns, 98 yards on 18 carries. But you just can't really make sense of a team when the opponent is the Browns.
No, but the Browns got top defense, man.
Not really.
They've been holding teams down on points.
Sure. But I don't know. I just think from 1 week to the next, like it's tough to.
Really, and then if you're giving the team short fields and the quarterback's throwing 3 interceptions, that's different too. I guess it's case by case. It's tough on the defense.
I want to say, like, I'm not like whatever. I don't have anything invested in the whole Shedeur Sanders thing. Mm-hmm. But at least one of those interceptions, Jerry Jeudy, like, what a fucking bum. I mean, Shedeur Sanders threw probably one of the most perfect passes that you could possibly see in the entire season this year, right into his arms in the end zone, and it slips out of the basket. It's like he threw it into a basket that had a hole in it, and it just kind of leaks out, and the guy picks it off. I felt bad for Shedeur.
I was just in Miami, as I mentioned, and while I was there, I was downtown, and downtown's changed a lot since I was a kid. Miami's downtown used to be laughable when I was a kid, right? And now it's all built up. It looks like a big inner city. It's really beautiful. It's super expensive. It's ridiculous in the most Miami way possible, because Miami is a very ridiculous city. So I'm looking around with my friends and they're talking about it, and the Miami was built really quickly, and very residential. It's not like they put a bunch of offices downtown. So there's a bunch of people downtown, right? And the sewage system is horrible there, right? It's not capable of helping it. If it rains, then it floods really bad. It's like it's all set up infrastructurally horribly because they're paying off these politicians, to get their things go through, to get these contracts and all this stuff, the stuff that happens in big corrupt cities, right? And I was thinking about teams being built, right? And I feel like the Bears did the opposite of that, right? It seems like they're building up infrastructurally. Maybe they're adjusting the sewer system and they're putting businesses there and making sure that they're not going to flood when it rains. But a lot of teams do the Miami downtown way of it, pointing at my team and other teams like that. I was just thinking about that as I thought about downtown Miami and how the Bears, they're doing it right. Bears fans, I said all that to say Bears fans don't have to worry, man. Their city is being built properly. They're ahead of the game right now, so it might blow up in their face. I'm predicting it'll blow up in their face at some point, however, this season. But the structure's there. The infrastructure's there, and it's going to be good in the future.
I agree. And to me, I feel like I can't make a real judgment about Caleb Williams until next season. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because for now, they feel like the lucky team this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll have another draft under their belt. They'll have another year of continuity on the offensive line. It's going to be a whole thing, man. It'll be better. The Ravens decided that they're a football team.
Right, yeah. Speaking of operational malfunction, the Bengals didn't even show up. They scored 0 points against the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean, Burrow throws 2 picks, one of which, that was one of the coolest pick sixes I've seen all year. Who was it? I think Marlon Humphreys picked it off, and then he saw another guy behind him. He was like, "Oh, you're faster than me. Here, you take it. Just go."
No, it was Humphrey who got. No, it was the guy who used to play for Van Noy. Van Noy got the pick.
Oh yeah, Van Noy. You're right.
That was really cool.
I mean, that being said, it's not like the issues regarding Lamar Jackson's level of play continue. 8 for 12, 150 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick. This is not the version of the Ravens that is going to breed fear into anyone when it comes to playoffs.
But you can see the improvement in Lamar Jackson though. You can see he's got a little more pep in his step. You can see like each week it's getting better. So he's been coming out there a little hampered, but I feel like next week is going to be a little bit better, and then hopefully right in time.
It's a fair point because if you think about it, if they can survive this stretch and make it in, there's still reason to believe that they could either win the division outright or certainly make it in as a wild card. And if they do keep ramping it up, getting a little better each week, as you suggest, it could bode well for them come playoff time.
We should count how many planned runs he has, how many actual called runs for him. That's how you'll know. That's when you'll be able to count you can see where the team thinks he's at.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's at.
Yeah. It's been an interesting season for this division. Like, all of the teams have struggled this year in this division, which is usually not the case. But we'll see. You can't count out. You can count out the Bengals for now. They're finished.
Out of the playoffs. Yeah.
And if they don't fire Zach Taylor, there's the rumors about Joe. Joe Burrow basically, he said something a couple weeks ago in a press conference after one of these heartbreaking losses. I think the quote was something like, "I'm just not having fun anymore."
Oof.
And a lot of people took that to mean, "Oh shit. We should be making calls to see if we can get him out of there." Saga's freaking out. I tried to tell her it's almost never does a player spend his entire career at one team, so you should get used to the idea that he may not be there forever.
Yeah, but he'll be there a few more years, though.
Yeah. If you fire Zach Taylor, this is the most attractive job in football, period.
Agreed. I think you get a defensive coach in there. Defensive coach and a hot coordinator, and you're good, man.
Well, don't get Steve Wilkes. Where's Steve Wilkes? He just got fired from the Jets.
Oh.
Maybe Shanahan was right. I don't know.
He's the NFL scapegoat. Blame Wilkes. Man. Maybe game of the week, Patriots, but no. I'm sorry. I apologize. This was not game of the week only because one of the best games I've ever seen happened. But this game was a really good game. New England, Buffalo.
This was like...
It was amazing.
This was such an entertaining football game.
Yeah.
It cannot be understated how big of a deal this was, especially considering the Bills were down 21-0 at one point. I mean, they were getting boat raced.
They were getting absolutely. I couldn't believe it. But then I was like, you know what? They're gonna come back. I had this feeling, and
They could not move the football. I mean, it was like 3 and out after 3 and out. They couldn't do shit. And then they finally scored like right before the half. They did that thing where I think they got the ball in the second half too. So they scored at the half and then right after the half, and it was just fucking on after that.
It felt like they figured out what the Patriots were doing on offense too, because the Patriots kind of stopped scoring. It was just like they hit a rut.
Yeah, and it felt like they came out of the half determined to run the football.
Yeah.
I think they ran like 6 or 7 run plays in a row. Didn't even look like they wanted to even try to pass it. It was just Josh Allen and my guy James Cook. Mm. And before you know it, this is one of those games. I know there's some people who don't believe in the concept of momentum. I don't know if I do either, but
I do.
This one you could really feel it.
I believe in the psychology of momentum. Like there's a psychology behind it more than like
I agree.
It's not mystical. It's just like an actual thing you feel like overwhelmed and whatever, and
you could really feel it in this game because I agree with you. I think it was like after they scored that second touchdown in the third quarter, I was just convinced. Even after, like, because they scored and then Travion Henderson had
a big play,
big run. He had another big play, and I was like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Same. I'm telling you.
I don't
know why. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, good run. Okay, they're going to walk him down. It was like Jason Voorhees. They were Jason Voorhees in the Friday movies. He's walking. They're running. They're running top speed, screaming. They just got through trying to have sex with their partner or whatever as they do in those movies, and then they stumble and fall. Oh, no. He's still just walking and walks them down. That's what happened in this game.
I mean...
Josh Allen, this guy, sometimes he makes a super duper highlight throw every game, once a game at least. He just rockets the ball in there. And he's just like, oh, nobody, 1 of 1. Sometimes he's 1 of 1.
He did it last week too. Another one of those where it's like it's on a rope, like a dart, like zing.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's fun. This was a fun game. I feel like, and then at the end you see Josh Allen and Drake May hug. Just like good game. And I was just like, I'm enough removed. I guess I'm older now, so I'm enough removed that my hatred for both teams can set aside what I think is the beauty of a future rivalry, like a big time NFL rivalry, because I think that's better for the league, for the sport that I love, even though my team is probably going to eat shit from both of these teams for, the next probably 10 years, that both of these guys will be good like that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. We talk about what Ben Johnson did in 1 year. Look what Vrabel did in 1 year.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to point this out, but okay, we just did Patriots Bills. We obviously skipped over a game here. We skipped over, and I know why.
Chargers. I'm sorry.
And I know why we skipped it. Let's just let the cat out of the bag. We skipped it because you picked the Chiefs, and I threw an asterisk on it. And we are now tied on asterisk.
No, we're not.
How are we not tied on asterisk?
7-6. I don't know. It says I got 7, you got 6. Unless I
I got
one.
7-7.
What's your set? Oh, I don't. Okay, I must.
I'd have to go back
one.
and check.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I must have missed putting it somewhere. But if you find it, let me know so I can put it in my digital spreadsheet.
A lot to talk about in this game, despite the fact that it was kind of a defensive slog. The real storyline is Chiefs are eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes blew up his knee, ACL.
It looks bad, man. It looks bad.
Yeah, had surgery yesterday. And now the Chiefs, obviously there's all this chatter about the Chiefs dynasty and, being on hold or done or whatever. Because, you suffer a knee injury like that, he's not starting the year next year. He's not going to be ready in time.
They said ACL, right?
Yeah.
He's not a running back. I think he might start.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I really don't. I think it'll take longer. Okay. And at the moment, what I'd forgotten actually when he came out of the game, I forgot that Gardner Minshew was on the Chiefs. That was kind of fun. And for a second there, because all they really needed was a field goal to tie the game.
Tie it up, yeah.
And I was like, Minshew looks like he could do this, and then he throws a pick.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on, Gardner. I was rooting for the tie at least. I thought it was gonna be fun to see them go to overtime and see what happens. See how Andy Reid puts together a drive at the end, but then Minshew. Yeah, I could tell he wasn't with it. In his warm-up throws, I was like, nah. But then, shame.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not as bummed as I thought I would be because I think the Chiefs are a fun thing for the league, to be a dynasty like that. But then it's cool to see a playoffs without them, actually.
I don't hate it and I don't love it. Yeah. Like, I don't really care.
It's what it is, yeah.
For the most part, it's like, you know what? It makes me feel like,
parody.
It's good to know that the Chiefs are human, right? Yeah. Great. And
the thing we brag about in the NFL is that there's parity. You know what I mean? There's this whole socialist system that we hate in every other aspect of life, but we love in the military and NFL. And it's on display with the NFL where they give everybody the same amount of money, and then you don't have you do have some teams that rise to the top, but they never stay all the way at the top normally because of the parity, and other teams get better and the copycat and all of that stuff, and it's just like, it's fun. And this is an example of it. They're out of the playoffs, and they'll be back next year most likely.
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah. The Commanders, they squeaked by the Giants. I thought this was going to be an upset, but the Giants made me feel like I was all right about that. Jackson Dart was out here trying to get injured again, and then we, I don't know. It feels like sometimes if you got certain people on your team, like
Marcus Mariota,
then you can win the game. You can win a game. Marcus Mariota out there with an average ass game.
I mean, shout out to Week 15. I think this was the only game, certainly in the early window, that just didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
All of the games really had some major implications. But this one, I mean, that being said, this is kind of my favorite time of the year, partially because there's so much more drama related to the games, but also like watching teams that have nothing to play for just fucking put it all on the line and go for it anyway. Like I love to see that happen.
That's why backloading these rivalry games is always good. Because if you just fucking hate that other team, it doesn't matter. So what? We're playing for nothing. We're gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, because even though I've had Tyrone Tracy stashed on my fantasy roster in a couple of teams waiting for him to do something interesting, and he just has sucked all year. But he just went bananas in this game, so good for him. He didn't really help me, but that's fine. It's not about me all the time.
No, it's not.
Jackson Dart got another concussion.
Yeah.
So
they should tell him to retire like they did to her.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. Jackson Dart can't be Jackson Dart unless he plays the way he plays. So my guess is that he will be very short for this league, in a sense. Like we won't have him for very long. It's his rookie year, and he's already gotten 5 confirmed concussions.
5?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had 5.
Yeah,
damn.
If you include the one that he had in the preseason, he had one in preseason. So it's like, I don't know what we're doing here.
Damn. He should wear the Guardian cap at least. Show that you care about it.
That would be funny. The quarterbacks don't wear the Guardian cap, do they? That would be hilarious.
One team that needs a Guardian cap is the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders fans need it. The Raiders fans need it for just like banging their heads up against the wall.
They need Guardian blindfolds so they don't have to watch this shit.
The Eagles obviously were in desperate need of a get-right game, so having the Raiders on their schedule was as perfect as it gets.
Yeah. It was a Kenny Pickett revenge game, though. Gotta watch out for that.
Kenny Pickett revenge game. Yeah, he got his revenge. He went 15 for 25, 64 yards passing, no touchdowns, and a pick. Got sacked.
He couldn't even get 6-7.
Oh, my God. This is like the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
Hurts didn't actually do much more than that. I guess he didn't really have to. I mean, he was only 12 for 15, 175, and 3 touchdown passes.
Jeez. That's 25% of his passes were touchdowns.
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's a perfect quarterback rating.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen that in a while. He had a perfect quarterback rating.
I mean, this is like, again, like, how are you supposed to judge? I'm not, this doesn't like, wash away my concerns about the Eagles. Because it's like, they played the Raiders. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they got the things they want. They want Saquon to go off. They want Jalen Hurts to be efficient, and they want AJ Brown to get a touchdown. It feels like that's their holy trinity to keep everybody happy.
Also, the other good thing was that, not that it was too big of a concern, but the Cowboys obviously lost. We'll get to that later. Yeah. So any kind of lingering threat that they might let the division slip away seems pretty unrealistic to me at this point, especially considering that the Eagles' remaining schedule, they play the Commanders twice and then they play the Bills. So I'm guessing they'll be fine as far as winning the division is concerned. How they do once they get to the playoffs is anybody's guess, really.
Yeah. I got a question for you. As far as future bets go, I don't know how comfortable you feel about this, but should we do like a Texans-Rams Super Bowl like right away? Just go ahead and bet that. Should we just put that in there? To me, that's my wet dream right there. Those are my 2 favorite teams right now.
Really?
The Rams and the Texans, yeah. Because the Texans went out there against Carolina and put that work on them.
They did.
And CJ Stroud, he looks back.
Again, I hate to be the Grinch here, but it's the fucking Cardinals, dude. The Cardinals are a bad football team.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this how many times have the Texans scored 40 points this year?
That's true.
Like, congratulations, you put 40 points on the board, but
that's another get right game.
Really do not. I mean,
no, man. You don't think to me the Texans are the scariest team in the AFC.
Scariest defense for sure.
Yeah, nobody wants to play, and then their offense can go off. So it's like you're gonna be in for a fight. You're not gonna put up a lot of points, and then they got what it takes to put points up if they put it together. I don't know. I just feel like they're just. That's why I said that.
I mean, he really had it cooking with Nico Collins on Sunday for sure. Dalton Schultz too. I mean, when they play like this, sure, great. But. And well, to be fair, let's see, who do they have left? They should be totally fine. They could still win this division if the Jags stumble.
Jags are looking good too, though.
Jags are looking good too. The Texans have the Raiders, the Chargers,
and
the Colts. I think they could win all three of those games. I'm not.
I think they will win all three.
I'm not impressed by the Chargers. And the Colts are out here with fucking 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. Which
he can't raise his arm past his shoulder. So
the team they obviously are chasing is the other game right here is the Jags and the Jets.
Another 40+. Are you going to shit on their 40 burger since they're playing the Jets who fired their defensive coordinator? Are you going to shit on that, Schif?
Yeah, of course. The Jets are terrible.
I'm just saying you love the Jags is why I said that.
That being said, this is like, Trevor Lawrence had the game of his life.
Yeah.
Okay. And that honeypot throw that you love so much.
I love it.
This guy had 5 touchdowns, 330 yards passing. He also rushed for a touchdown. If you had him in your fantasy lineup,
you won the playoffs. Playoffs.
You got damn near 50 points from him. I had him on my bench.
Oh no! Who'd you start?
I don't know, but it worked out fine. It didn't. Okay. It didn't ruin my week.
You're over here. You're like, he's on my bench. Well, that's all good.
We do not care.
Yeah, I don't even need his 50 points. That was fine. Okay, so not only did they play the Jets, they played the Jets with Brady Cook as their quarterback. And Brady Cook is obviously their third string quarterback? Yeah. Third string Brady Cook. Shout out to him. His parents were in the stands. He threw a touchdown and they were hugging. Cool. It was really cute. And they did not seem fazed by the fact that he threw 3 interceptions. They were just like, we're just happy to see our son play NFL football, which is cool. Good for them.
How anxious were the commentators to say, let Brady cook? He said it like immediately. It was like he throws a completion on like a drag route. I'll let Brady, cause like, damn, let the game sink in. Can we wait? Like, geez, you couldn't wait to say it now, could you? Jeez, that was ridiculous.
The Jags are in pole position to win the division, but. Let's see. Their next game is against the Broncos, which should be pretty tough. That's a real test. And then they have the Colts and the Titans.
I got a Jags fan in my life. I got family in Jacksonville. That's why we're related. And I reached out to I always reach out to my cousin, man. He's one of my favorite cousins, Kojak. He's in Jacksonville.
Oh shit, that's an elite name.
That's his nickname, though. But I hit up Kojak like, "What y'all gonna do this year?" And then sometimes fans let you down as fans, where you just like you're supposed to do better than that. I said, "How y'all gonna do this year?" And he said, We're gonna do our thing, man. 13-3." And I was like, "Come on, man. Come on, Florida school system." 17 motherfucking games, man. He said, "What? Cuz 17 games?" I was like, "Come on, man. You're supposed to be a fan, man." But it seems like he was close to right, man. He might be right about the 13. We'll see.
That's funny.
But kudos to them, man. I like Jacksonville. I like Florida teams. Anyway. Ooh,
my family was super surprised when they cut to a shot of all the people at the Jaguars Stadium who were in the swimming pool that they have built into the stands. They didn't know about that. They were like, "Wait, what the fuck is that?"
See what I mean? Jacksonville fans, what are y'all doing, man? Are y'all watching your team? You don't know there's 17 games. You don't know your team, the only team with a big pool in the stadium. What's going on, man? They don't deserve a 12-4 team. No, not that Dolphins fans deserve it either, because we got stupid fans that don't deserve shit. But still, man, I think like Green Bay fans and like Steelers fans, they deserve a 12-4 team, or whatever they are, 10-4. The Broncos. Do you believe yet? Do you believe? Do you believe?
I'm not gonna. I will never say that. That's too stupid. I can't say that out loud.
I just made it up. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if people are saying believe,
I think people probably are.
What I do know, before we get into it, I got to say something, man. We do have milk, wine or milk takes on the line. Because Saga, shout out to Saga, your daughter Saga, she's got a take of Ashton Genty's going to suck.
Yeah.
I have to take the wine or milk. We'll see. But the NFC is overtaking the AFC as the powerhouse conference. Mine seems to be doing all right. One of the top takes here is Bo Nix sucks. I don't know. I mean, still jury's still out. And Sean had a very strong one. Carolina is good, and they're going to win second in the NFC South.
Can I tell you another one that I forgot to ask you to put on the list?
Oh, I would love to put in it as many as possible.
Well, this one's already confirmed as wine. Saga, before the season started, said the Chiefs are going to suck this year and they're going to miss the playoffs.
Wow.
She was like, I'm fucking tired of the Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs. They're going to suck this year.
I love how her logic is, too. I love your family logic is great.
It's all from the gut.
It's just from a gut only. Gut only instincts. I love it. Nick Sirianni's a fake good coach who's on there. Kevin O'Connell might be the new Shanahan.
I'm going to just say this.
So that's my take.
Genuinely concerned about my Bo Nix take because I rewatched this game and I got to say, man, they look good.
Yeah.
The Broncos looked really, really good in this game.
You know what? I feel like this season, I feel like Sean Payton slowly, like he brought him along the season. He slowly added more responsibility to him. And now it's almost like there's a phase plan and they're in phase 3 of 5 or whatever. I don't know how he's working it, but it feels like he's bringing him on along in a way you would think someone like some of these quarterback whisperers would do. And I never looked at him as a quarterback. You look at him more as a mastermind genius or whatever, but never a relationship type of coach. But it feels like that he's in his bag with Bo Nix bringing him along.
I mean, he's done it before. There was nothing to suggest that Drew Brees was going to be the quarterback that he turned into.
Oh yeah, he had that injury.
You know what I mean?
The Chargers.
Nobody thought Drew Brees was going to turn into what he turned into. So I agree. I think it's probably Sean Payton is just a mad genius when it comes to quarterbacks. And I got to admit, the Broncos looked like a championship caliber team in this game. Yeah. Bad news for the Packers is they lost Micah Parsons in this game to a knee injury.
Jerry Jones like, I told you so. Yeah,
exactly. And now the conversation is, can the Packers make a run without Micah Parsons? Because he's done for the year. His knee is I think ACL, just like Mahomes, I guess.
Jeez.
This was a very entertaining game, back and forth. Both quarterbacks were balling. Jordan Love looked fantastic.
Yep.
But he just, he threw a couple of picks, which obviously didn't help.
Broncos defense, man.
And Bo Nix, honestly, was virtually flawless. He was really fucking
on
good.
the move and like extending plays. I was thoroughly impressed. Did they lose Surtain? Didn't he get hurt?
I don't know. He made one of the picks in the game, but I don't know if he got hurt. Josh Jacobs made one of the best touchdown catches you're ever going to see.
Bro, especially from a running back. Yeah.
I was like, how is that Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, this was a major blow to my Bo Nix sucks take. Yeah. Major.
And I'm here to remind. That's all I'm here for, man. Just here to remind.
It was a huge blow to my Bo Nix sucks take.
It's not milk yet, but it's on the way, man. It's in the udder. It's in the udder right now. It might get squeezed on out of that udder. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, he had four
touchdowns. Yeah.
He had 4 receivers averaging over 14 yards per reception.
Oh, wow.
One of them is he only caught one pass for 20 yards, so that's cheating. But yeah, 3 is still good.
Yeah, the depth of targets, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why Peyton never had that, because Drew Brees never had a strong arm like that. So, man. And now that whole Russell Wilson dumbest trade ever, or dumbest, saddling of a salary cap ever, doesn't look so bad now, does it? Speaking of roller coasters, the Carolina Panthers up and down. Or is that the next game? Am I wrong?
You keep skipping games. You're crazy over here.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, man, I've been jet lagged. Okay. Rams Lions, right?
Rams Lions. This was a shootout. 41
Best game of the season.
41-34. It looked like the Lions were going to boat race the Rams. They went up pretty big early, thanks to Stafford had that Aiden Hutchinson did that
the slow roll pick.
When he was running, I was like, why is he looking back so much? Like, just run, you idiot.
And most stadiums have the screen. You could just look at the screen to see what's up.
It didn't really matter because they scored right
next
after
play.
anyway.
That throw for that Amon-Ra touchdown, Jared Goff,
the quarterback play was just sick in this game. But the Rams defense was really the difference. Like eventually, this game started hot. But then once the Rams defense got cooking, they started, forcing the punts and they couldn't be stopped on offense. Like they scored on almost every drive. And they just kept chipping away at it, stayed in the game. And Stafford, what else can you say about this guy?
Yeah, bro. Like on the move, like when he has a move, like that was the difference in the two quarterbacks. They're both playing lights out, but Goff needs a clean pocket to play lights out. Stafford can throw from his pinky toe on his off foot. Like, this motherfucker is amazing. And Goff, if you move him a little bit, he's not going to get the ball to the receiver.
Not that it really matters, but there was another kind of example of just how do the referees get this wrong? There was the touchdown that they gave to Colby Parkinson.
Yeah.
His knee hits the ground. The ball's a full yard away.
Were they saying he didn't secure the catch until then? I didn't understand how they reviewed that, and it was still.
But it didn't even matter. He had. Forget about the secure the catch thing. His knee is down.
No, I know. But what I'm saying, if he doesn't fully catch it until his end ends on an end secures the catch, then it's a touchdown. Is what I was thinking.
Yeah, sure.
That's the only way.
But it was so obvious that they were even on the broadcast, they were like, well, this one is obviously not going to be ruled a touchdown. Right. So they're going to run another play. And it's nobody knew why this was happening.
No, and in that case, they should explain it. Like, I don't know, man. This was a white shoes situation. That's what I call these.
How dare you?
Give it to him.
Give
it to him.
How dare you besmirch the good name of Billy White Shoes Johnson? Everybody knows that he made it. Clear as day.
Clear as day. Yeah, but like you
give
said,
it to him.
Give it to him. But it didn't, like you said, it didn't matter. They probably would have scored the next play. It would have been first and goal at the half-yard line. But if you were, I don't know, if you're going up against somebody who in fantasy or something, or if somebody was betting or something, you know what I mean? It's just so many things. You just got to get it right.
I want Rams-Bills Super Bowl. That's what I want.
That would be fun too. Rams-Bills would be fun, but I feel like I like defense more. I feel like the offense, these coaches, they're both two coaches that'll figure out, you know what I mean, how to and adjust. It'll be a chess game for real. I don't know if I look at the Bills as that type of team. I look at the Texans as the type of team that's going to be two halves and just fucking going at it, trying to figure it out.
The Lions are, we have some real cause for concern.
Sometimes Dan Campbell makes me scratch my head when I'm watching him when he's calling the plays. Maybe he should relinquish call play duties.
Because they do not have the easiest schedule. I mean, they play the Steelers, who obviously they should beat, but if you get into a rock fight with the Steelers, that could get ugly. Vikings can fuck around and punch you in the mouth too. They're not very good, but yeah. And then they finish with the Bears, so it's like, ugh.
No breaks.
No,
we'll see, man. I don't know what game to say next. You tell me.
Well, now we can go Saints, Panthers.
It's gonna be a quick conversation anyway.
Very quick. The Panthers were kind of running away with this, and they let the Saints back in. Tyler Shuck put on a good performance to get them back in the game. And the Panthers are not a real football team. I mean, they were basically sitting atop the NFC South because of the Bucs losing to the Falcons, and they had a chance to sort of secure that spot, and they blew it.
Is it a three-way tie now in there?
The Bucs still the Bucs lead. They have the lead. Do they have the same record? Maybe. Yeah, I think they have the same record, but I think the Bucs have the tiebreaker.
Okay.
But we'll see. We got the Panthers play. We'll know very clear. The Panthers play the Bucs next week. Seahawks, and then the Bucs again. So
but the Panthers, they're going to be on the top part of the roller coaster, though. They're going to be good next week.
Right? Yeah, they really have continued this trend. It's loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. That's been their last several weeks. So
we got to bet on the Bucs to lose.
Oof, that would be chaos. Speaking of teams that always lose, Titans 2-11. They lost 24-37 to the 49ers. Most of the Titans points came in garbage time. This wasn't even a real. It looks like a real football game, but it wasn't.
Ass whooping. Yeah.
Purdy was just carving them up as much as he wanted to.
When you see Purdy on the sidelines chilling, and then you see Robert Saleh. Like once you see like 4 shots of Robert Saleh, your team's probably getting their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? When they keep showing who's the coordinator.
Yeah. The funnest play in this game was Cam Ward throwing a touchdown to defensive lineman Jeffrey Simmons. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think it's like his second touchdown. Other than that, the NFC West is turning out to be the best
class at NFL.
The sort of funnest division. Like everyone, double-digit wins. It could go either way at this point. The 49ers have pretty easy schedule to close it out. They got the Chiefs, who are probably going to have to start Gardner Minshew next week, and then they have the Saints and the Jags, who in the week 18, who knows? The Jags might not even have anything to play for. So
that division has 3 teams with 10 or more wins.
Yeah,
in week 15.
Yeah, do your job, Cardinals.
I can't wait to one because now it's possible to get the whole division in the playoffs. So it'd be nice if they could pull it off.
Yeah, because the next game with the Seahawks at 11-3, a little bit of a scare. Going up against 44-year-old Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Who, I don't know. He's pretty good for first game in 5 years,
Yeah. Has it been 5 years?
Yeah, 2020. He retired after the pandemic.
Yeah, I remember it was right in when we began this podcast.
Yeah. He it was funny on the pregame broadcast, what's her name? Cynthia Freeland from the NFL Network. She's the one who does all the predictions. She's got this computer
fun,
whatever at it. She predicted that Rivers would throw for 100 and plus 100 and change yards. He's definitely going to throw a touchdown, but he's also going to throw that pick. And that's exactly what he did. Like, she's probably sitting at home just like smoking a cigar. Like, told ya.
Yeah, I watched her when I get a chance. I watch her predictions. It's always cool to see.
The Colts slide continues.
Yeah, as predicted.
It feels inevitable at this point. They're in real trouble. They have. Let's see. Who do they have left? 49ers?
Yep. They got
Jags.
49ers, Jags, and Texans.
Oh, my
but
God.
we said this like a couple weeks ago. We were looking at it. We were saying the Colts have the toughest schedule going for. They play like the top 10 defenses in the league to close out the season. Seahawks, 49ers, Jags, and Texans. Yeah, they're not.
The Seahawks' remaining schedule is very interesting. They play the Rams next week, Panthers, and then the 49ers in Week 18. So, and that game's gonna matter, that Week 18 game, considering how these three teams are playing.
Yeah, and the wild card.
So, yeah, very good. Interesting. Also interesting, Cowboys. Who would have thought? I mean, I wouldn't have put money on the Cowboys losing to the Vikings. The Vikings have been pretty average.
Yeah, especially when the way we thought we were out on our guy JJ
9
McCarthy. Yeah, on 9.
Out on 9.
Did you watch I watched the coverage. I watched this game, and they were showing this guy. I'm starting to like him. It's like endearing, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're almost like, ah, you're like he's standing out there. The flag holder people were going by, and he's standing there giving each one of them a high five as they're coming out. He does score in the game. He does a little gritty on the way in the end zone. You can see the whole team likes him and they're rooting for him. And the whole 9 thing, to me, I like that, the confidence and the alter ego thing. When somebody talks like that, I like it. But he doesn't even seem like the guy who's like a douchebag about it either. So I was liking him.
Look, it's been a rough week for Michigan football, so at least somebody from that program needed to do something. It's crazy. But yeah, the Cowboys have to be disappointed with their performance. I mean, they really couldn't afford to stumble if they want to expect to make the playoffs, and they stumbled for sure. Losing to the Vikings is not something you want to do right now. And yeah, they shut down my man George Pickens. I don't know how they did that, but
because it's the Vikings defense, man. It was. I mean, holding it the Dallas' offense is so good that holding them to 26 is impressive.
Yeah, and Dak is probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league when it comes to the blitz.
Yes, he just gets that ball out of there, moves just enough to like create, but he's not. You don't look at him as like a Lamar Jackson type. Like he's not gonna run off and break you down in the open field, but he just figures it out. He's really scary quarterback to be defending. But the Vikings, it's like they had a plan, man. It was like they had a plan for everything that the Cowboys were trying to do in those situations. So it was really, it was fun. It's fun to watch that defense. They kept showing Schottenheimer. I guess he calls the plays for the Cowboys. So they kept showing Schottenheimer and cutting over to Brian Flores and then cutting back to Schottenheimer. It was like the whole chess match within the game. So it was, and that's me. I'm a tape head. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the Cowboys are pretty well set up for next year. They're better than we thought they were going to be.
Yep. And they also had 2 misses from the best kicker in the league.
That's true.
It really changed the trajectory of the game because he misses that early one, and then they're like kind of chasing those points, and then he misses one later, and they're just like the announcers were acting like it was insane that this guy missed the kick, and then I think he also kicked one out of bounds. Like he really affected and he had to do an onside kick too later in the game, and they almost recovered it. But yeah,
everybody has bad days.
Yeah, man. Especially when he just started playing football. Like he was like a soccer player or something, and his wife was like, "You should try this."
Yeah.
So it's a great story, but yeah. And like you said, the Cowboys have to look ahead. The season doesn't look like it's going to be the season, but can't be bummed. Like Dak Prescott has proven that he is that dude. You know what I mean? Like top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, I say you sign George Pickens, and then
Pickens has had his head on straight all this season too. Yeah,
we like to make fun of the Cowboys, but they're usually lights out in the draft. I mean, if they focus on rebuilding that defense, they should be all right.
Yeah, giving up 34 to the Vikings is
it's not good.
Yeah.
Speaking of not good.
My team's not. My quarterback is not good. I've been a Tua supporter. The stats look all right: 22 for 28, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. But I was watching the goddamn game, man.
Where's he going to play next year?
He'll be in Miami. They just extended him. But you could see that the team in this 4-game winning streak that they've had, they've been hiding him, and then he had to come on out to play.
Peekaboo.
Yep. Peekaboo. And he the picks, he threw one pick and it was early in the game, so it wasn't like it was a devastating crushing blow, but they would have been in field goal range, and it was just so dumb. It was like one of those things that if you play Madden, you know that if you don't have anybody going to the flats and they're in a certain defense, the cornerback is going to be free to get under any other route you got out there. And that's what happened, and he throws the ball right to the guy. It doesn't look like he's looking. And I don't know, man. I get annoyed sometimes. There's like annoying Aaron Rodgers was there at the game. Like sometimes it's fun Aaron Rodgers. I guess both were there. It depends. I guess if he's beating your team, is annoying. My friend got really mad about way back in the day. I have a friend who's a Cowboys fan, and he said Aaron Rodgers beat the shit out of their team in the playoffs, or yeah, it was Cowboys Packers. You know what I mean? And he's like, at least put the chin strap on.
Like, yeah, he does that, doesn't he?
Fuck that guy coming out there, chin strap hanging out, just doing all of this shit and fucking fuck you, bro. I was like, that's a good point, man. That's the he can fucking needle at you. He can needle at you. He just does a little shit to needle at you. And
yeah, he does that thing where he buttons it up on the side like that.
It's just fucking go to work. It's like he's just about to go to work. It's like putting on the condom. But I mean, this is one of those frustrating things, man. You can be the optimist and be like, we got pieces to put a good team, to have a good team, and then you could be the like, what are we doing here? What's our ceiling? When you start asking yourself stuff like that, like how long is Anthony Weaver going to be around? I don't know how long he's going to be around, man. You can see the thing you talked about, scoring before the half and then getting the ball back. That's exactly what happened in this game. The Steelers scored right before the half because this game was 0-3 almost the whole first half. Dolphins up 3-0. Don't they show the score on it? Like, and then like late, like at the end of the game, at the end of the first half, the Steelers score, then they get the ball and then score another touchdown, and then all of a sudden it's 14-3. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh shit. Or whatever it was. It was really, really frustrating. And then they score again, and it's 21-3. And now Tua's got to win it. But, I mean, we'll see, man. I feel like our quarterback's broken. Maybe we got to fix it. But the Dolphins officially out of the playoffs, and that's just like a relief for me. I don't want to be sitting here hoping for this, that, and the other to happen. It's just like reset. I kind of hope the team stays together, but I understand if they blow it apart. I mean, the front office. I kind of hope Mike McDaniel comes back. I kind of hope that they find a good GM. But firing a GM mid-season, I don't know if I've ever seen it before, and I don't know how good that is for the future of the team.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. Purgatory. Hopefully my grandkids will get to see a good Dolphins team win a play. Flip 'em, pick 'em. You're up. I mean, you beat the shit out of me this week. That's what I meant to say. I'm glad I finally picked against my team for that final game to get closer because you won 10-6.
I picked against my team and it didn't help. Crazy.
And yeah. And asterisk, I guess we're tied. I just got to figure out where it's at. And for the season, 117 to 107. We got some superlatives to hand out, and we'll do it right after this break. SveNFL is proudly sponsored by Brisket and Friends. Brisket and Friends is the best barbecue in Sweden. Brisket and Friends. Barbecue so good, make you want to slap your grandma. Go there. Get you some good barbecue. Best in Sweden. Now, back to SveNFL. Superlatives, man. My real MVP is turning into my favorite player in the NFL, man. And I don't even know if this player had the best week of the NFL, but Puka Nacua is just turning into my favorite player, man. I don't know what else to say, man. This dude blocks. He dropped the ball early in the game. He had a drop, and then everybody's like, whoa, he never drops the ball. And then he just commenced to beat the shit out of them every time they needed something. They just get it to Puka Nacua in a really tough game where the Rams, it felt like this might be a future like off out of a division rivalry that will be so fun for the NFL if the Rams and the Lions continue to just go at it like this. But it was the best game of the week, and I think he was the best player in the game. They ran the ball with him. He had 9 receptions for 181 yards. They threw the ball to him 11 times. It was just throw it up to him, and he did what he did. Best player in the best game. I got to give it up to him, and I got to say, Puka Nacua,
you the real MVP.
What you got?
For me this week, I got to go with the guy who went 20 for 32, 330 yards, 5 touchdown passes, and one rushing touchdown. His name is William Trevor Lawrence. William Trevor Lawrence. From Cartersville, Georgia, no less.
Oh, shit. I thought he was from South Carolina because he played for Clemson.
He wasn't good enough to play for the Dogs. I'm just kidding. He won a national championship, so I still don't know why he didn't play for the Dogs.
Yo,
you know what?
What happened? Clemson was like a powerhouse for a while. What happened?
Well, Trevor Lawrence left.
Oh, well, that's how good he was. Okay.
They had a bunch of really good receivers at that time as well. I think Georgia does not. If I'm a passing quarterback, I'm probably not going to want to play for Georgia coming out of high school.
Oh, okay.
You know, we're more of a running back university. But anyway, that's beside the point. Why am I talking about Georgia? We're talking about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
The guy did everything. Yes, it was against the Jets, but anytime you throw that many touchdowns and live up to the generational quarterback reputation that has been thrust upon him.
Yes. He didn't ask for this.
He didn't ask for this, but he delivered it. So I'm giving it to him.
You the real MVP.
All right. As far as trash, I got to go with something I've been saying for the last 3 years. And it culminated finally that this, Steve Wilkes, man. No, I'm just kidding. Zach Taylor. He's been getting a pass somehow because his quarterback gets hurt. That's why we start slow. He comes back. We figure it out. I coach us out of this hole and get us to the playoffs. How can you fire me when I keep getting us in the playoffs after we started off in the hole? It's not my fault. My quarterback gets hurt. I fired one of the best defensive coordinators in the league because we keep losing. It's never my fault. You know, had some headhunting allegations and stuff from dirty tactics from players and stuff like that. All of this under my regime. It's not me. It's not me. And finally culminated when not scoring a fucking point when you got your toy back. You got your toy. How do you lose when you got your toy? He's back. How do you not score with a top, 4? If that low, a top quarterback in the league, and you can't put any points on a struggling Ravens team as a rivalry. You can't let your rivalry team blank you and score 31 points. I'm sorry, man. I got to say it. And I've been saying it. Zach Taylor.
You are trash!
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to go for my trash this week, a non-football player, but it's football related. Did you see Donald Trump trying to do a coin toss at the Army-Navy game?
No.
Google Donald Trump coin toss. Everyone do this. It's like, tell me you're out of touch without saying I'm out of touch. It's like he's never flipped a coin before. And
it's because everything's always going his way.
For the inventor of flip 'em and pick 'em, I was greatly offended by his inability to flip a coin. To me, out of all the things that he's ever done, this one greatly disqualifies him to be president of the United States. He literally has the coin. Everybody who's listening, you can Google it and see it yourself. But he has the coin in the palm of his hand.
Oh, yo. I could bring this up on the screen. Should I bring it up on the screen?
Bring it up on the screen, and you'll see what I'm talking about. He just like he doesn't know how to flip a coin. How do you not know how to flip a coin? You're like 80 fucking years old.
He has dementia, man. He doesn't have the faculties.
Yeah, but you should know how to flip a coin.
I'm saying, I think isn't there a whole thing where like he's so old, the tubes don't connect anymore?
The tubes don't connect anymore.
You know what I'm saying? Why his smile don't work?
Welcome to Baltimore for the Army-Navy football game. This is your umpire, Anthony Dixon.
He said, where am I?
My name is Steve Rich. Our crew is honored to be working this game today with you all. Joining me for the coin toss, it is my honor and privilege to introduce the Commander-in-Chief.
Where's the Secret Service at?
President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Good question.
Whoa, a little too excited there, buddy.
Relax. Wait till you see the coin toss and you'll be like, whoa, that's our Commander-in-Chief?
And your continued support of our service members and our veterans. It's an honor to have you today. To the men and women who wear the uniform, to all of our veterans. And their
The referee's like, I gotta say something nice about him or else he's gonna have me killed.
Look at the black ref. He's like, man, fuck this shit, man. The umpire, why I gotta be up here?
The midshipmen and everyone watching around the world.
He does not look happy.
26th playing of America's game.
Here we go.
Just give him the coin.
Today we'll be tossing features
Here we
the
go.
Army-Navy logo.
Ref, you're talking too much, bro.
The
Here it
battle
is.
monument, which is a tail. Army, what is your call? Tails. Tails has been called.
Tails never fails.
Mr. President, would you do the honor?
Watch this shit.
That's not a coin toss. He's like, I tossed it. I tossed the coin. Wow.
Is that not the worst coin toss you've ever seen?
I'm gonna say it again. Let me see if I can.
Tails. Tails has been called. Mr. President, would you do the honor?
You all set?
It is Tails.
Unbelievable.
That's wild.
Yeah. It's not okay. He's my trash this week.
I'll gladly call him trash, man. For other reasons.
You are trash!
All right, what's your shit got learned? Because I got a fun shit got learned.
My shit got learned is against the Buccaneers. Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback in the history of football.
Oh, it was balling this one.
You don't even understand. I was shocked when I read this. I read this article in The Athletic. I'm just going to read you this little paragraph. Cousins could play in the league another decade if he only had to play at Tampa Bay. He was 30 for 44 for 373 yards and 3 touchdowns on Thursday. In his last 3 games against the Buccaneers, dating back to the beginning of 2024, he's had 1,158 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 1 interception in 3 games.
Jeez. How many yards was it? 1,000 yards?
1,158 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's like, what? This cannot be real.
Jeez.
Also, the other thing that can't be real, there is no reason for us to win this football game. Did you see how many penalties we had in that game?
No, how many?
19. 19 penalties.
Well,
how the fuck do you...
For how many yards?
I don't know.
Jeez.
125 yards. 19 penalties for 125 yards. And we still won the football game.
Rivalry games, man.
That's crazy, dude.
That's a cool shit got learned, man. Kirk Cousins. The man.
I was shocked.
The myth. The legend. The takedown legend.
We just need to keep him in in a container, and we just whip him out whenever we play the Bucs.
And he'd be like, "You like that?" All right, I got a shit got learned. Brian Flores has a very complex defense, I would think, right? Complex defense. I think he has a complex defense, and then, like I said, they kept cutting back to him and Schottenheimer, the son of the famous offensive genius, they say. And he calls the plays for the Cowboys. And then they cut over, and the coaches always cover their faces with their play sheet, so you can't see the play sheet. And I don't know how complex his defense is actually, because he's got the smallest play sheet I've ever seen in my life. He can't even cover his play sheet. Doesn't cover his whole face. Like,
is that like on a business card?
It feels like it. So I'm gonna show you.
Did not 8-point game.
What?
5:35.
So that's the regular play sheet, right? They look like that. And then you got Flores. Look at this little play sheet, man.
35. I agree with the decision.
It's like an index card.
It's a little index card.
So far, you've had.
But that was my shit I learned there. Brian Flores has a tiny play sheet, and then you don't need the biggest call sheet to be the best.
It's such a flex too. It's like, honestly, I don't really need that big of a.
I don't need to cover my mouth. I'll cover just my beard. I don't even need to. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. And
just stick it on a post-it note like that.
And it's just like also a message to Cheesecake Factory. Like, you don't have to have that many pages on your menu. That's all I'm saying. I just got back from the States. Cheesecake Factory. I just finished chapter 3 of their menu.
Chapter 3.
It's insane. All right, relax, Cheesecake Factory. We get it. We get it. You can do a lot of shit. We get it. So that was my shit got learned. My spec is going to the same game. We talked shit about this guy who could have spiked the ball 100 times or 19 times and had a higher quarterback rating. And then he came out and he beat up on the Cowboys defense. So J.J. McCarthy, man, he told us all.
Put some respect on my name.
Who are you giving respect to?
Man, I really hate to do this, but I got to give it to Bo Nix.
Ooh.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up. He might still suck, but in this game,
yeah, he was balling.
Lord of mercy, he was balling.
I was impressed. Yeah.
I was really, when I pulled up I was like, yeah, whatever. They probably won because some bullshit. And I watched the highlights, and I was like, damn, that dude is firing.
It's great. It's great when you go in to hate and then you see, like, you know what? You realize these are really, they're pros, man. And I respect that you did that, though. I'm willing to go back on my stuff. I've had a milk take here or there, but that's the thing I think separates us from and what we're doing from what these hot take artists do, where they die on these hills of bullshit when we have eyes, man.
And to be clear, there's logic to my take. Like, as a Georgia fan, we played Bo Nix when he played for Auburn, and he usually sucked, and we would beat the brakes off of him. And then he went to Oregon, and the year he goes to Oregon, first game of the season, Georgia played Oregon, and the whole conversation before the game was like how Oregon was probably going to give Georgia the biggest test they've ever had, and they're going to really take it to them. And we absolutely smashed them into the ground, into 1,000 pieces. And I was like, you know what? All y'all motherfuckers need to shut up about Bo Nix, because that motherfucker sucks. He sucks donkey balls. And when he goes to NFL, he's going to suck too. Fuck all y'all. But it turns out, I think this combination of Bo Nix and Sean Payton, I agree with you. I think that's a very important point that you made earlier, that Payton has been bringing this kid along step by step, and he just keeps getting a little better. And this I don't know. My take is in serious danger.
Put some respect on my name.
He told your ass, boy. I want to give an update because it's a very important update. The leader in the SveNFL 2025 Pigskin Pick'em, ESPN Pigskin Pick'em, wherever anybody could be on in the league, but nobody's as good as Interessante Bolar. Interessante Bolar has the lead right now. It's a tie, but I guess somehow a tiebreaker over Partil's Packers. Picks one. Fix your name. And Kick the Field Goal is in third right now. Alderman McVay fell out of the top three. So,
damn.
Yeah, man. It's up there, man. We got the there's a couple of Sophia. They got a Sophia in there is up there too. And DT, he's always doing pretty well. Spit on Dak thing. That's the top five. We got I love most of the names. Interessante Bolar, Partil's Packers, they're tied for first. Then we got Kick the Field Goal third. Alden McVay fourth. Sophia's Bakrud's picks is the fifth. And then David 2105's picks, which is DT. And then Spit on Dak thing rounds it off. What a great name.
Spit on Dak thing is great.
I like our listeners, man. They got a sense of humor. Football and funny. It's great. Scariest team for me, AFC, I got Texans. NFC, Rams. What you got?
Rams for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. The AFC is tough.
Yeah. Go ahead and say the Bills, man. You know you think it's the Bills.
Yeah, it's the Bills.
Josh Allen's the scariest player in the AFC, but I think the scariest team is
coming back from 21. Yeah, fuck it. It's the Bills.
Oh, man. Oh, I accidentally hit that. What? But I guess that means it's time, man. It was another fun one, man. Thanks for checking out our recap. We'll be back with our predictions for Week 16 because Week 15 is officially in the books, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's been fun. Another fun week of football. Another fun podcast. I've been Jonathan Rollins.
Schif Misara.
With SveNFL. Peace.
Lady off.
Get serious.